Hello everybody and welcome to this playthrough for Expert Division with the qualifying round win here for the World Tour 9-hole cup in Golf Clash the game. Here you will see a drop on every single hole, and I'm not just dropped that once. I've dropped it plenty of times on all of them, and they are all featured in our guide. If you are looking to get the Expert Qualifying Round guide with all the details, and also the Master Qualifying Round guide with all the details, this is the last chance you have with our 9-hole cups to get it for as little as $2.50. So every package on Patreon will receive the Qualifying Round guide. And to have that said as well, while I'm doing this video, it's already out for both divisions. Obviously, we do have Telegram chats as well, where you can upload videos and ask for help if something happens. You can find the packages on Patreon by scanning the QR code or go directly through the link that is in the description down below. For this playthrough, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. That helps the channel a lot, and I would be very thankful for that. You have the info box on the right hand side to get you the club distance adjustment, elevation adjustment, also what ball and club type I suggest you to play with. Have in mind that those are all suggestions and you don't have to follow it if you don't want to, but there's always a plan behind it. Last but not least, the audio on some of the replays are not good, and I apologize for that. Hopefully it's not too bad, so you can still get yourself through this playthrough. We're working on sorting this out as soon as possible here for the future. So let's go to hole number 1. Hole number 1, Gokasho Bay here in Expert. We're going to start by using 3 bars of topspin, and then we're going to look to have the ball guideline to go just into the hole. And we're starting this way to easier find our landing spot. Then we're going to do a spin swap. We're going to change to 2.1 topspin and 0.8 left spin. Here you can either choose a Kingmaker ball, or you can play with, or let's say like this, you can play with any ball that do have win 3 or win 4. Adjustment is going to be max plus 20 power 3. And you can see this angle, this is going to be the angle that's going to be called the call for no tweaks whatsoever. And then we're obviously going to tweak based on having any different angle here. Centered ball, hit perfect. It is actually a little hard to center the ball here when it's so dark, and it bounces on the fairway and it rolls, and we're getting it dead center for a lovely hole-in-one to start with here on Gokasho Bay. Hole number 2, Sakura Hills, tough wind, as the headwind here really, I would say I would love to have a crosswind here. That would be the easiest way to attack with the rough bump, but the rough bump is the way to do. Start before spin with the ball guideline to be just left of the hole, with the bullseye to be just by the edge of the rough line, just before it shows bouncing on the fairway. Then we're adding 1.5 backspin and 1 right spin. Adjustment here now is going to be max plus 25 P1 numbers, and we are going to use this angle as a no tweak angle. This shot has been tested for win 3 and win 4, so you can use whatever you like of that, but obviously tweak accordingly for wind angle, as that's going to be crucial to be getting drops consistently on this hole. Dead center for a lovely hole-in-one. Hole number 3, here we're going to play a rough bump with our Grizzly. This may be too aggressive route for some of you that are watching, but I wanted to give us a solid chance here, because the rough and the sand comes too quickly in terms of where the min/max line are. So if we're going to use a backspin shot, it's going to have to be a backspin shot where we play with a lower power ball, then the wind is too high and the ball will not roll back. So this is the best I have. If you're interested in just a birdie, then just play with the max backspin with your guardian, land it on green. 1.5 top spin, 2 left spin. Start at max line with Grizzly 9, which is +9. If you do play with Grizzly 7 or 8, you're going to have to start with a power 4 ball. And then after you have made your adjustment, you can then swap. Max +20 P3, and we're gonna bounce into the rough, rolls down onto the green, dead center for a lovely hole-in-one. Tough one, but definitely a makeable one. This shot is specifically for wind 4 ball, and not any other ball type is tested. Hole number 4, Oasis. This is a tough par 3, but I think we have found something really good here. We're gonna play a rough bump. It's only going to be 6 backspin, and we are then going to move to look at the left side of the yellow ring to be just by the darker rough patch, and then we're gonna move up so we can see the ball guideline just going on to the green. Because if we're backing up just a little bit here from this position, you're gonna see that the ball guideline is not gonna show rolling onto the green, and that is the important part. So once you see the ball guideline show on the green, that's the spot you're gonna be at. Adjust here is gonna be 1 to 1 minus 1.5, so this is gonna be 5.5 rings per 7 miles per hour. We're always going to pull over bullseye. Center the ball, hit perfect, and this is going to give you a good chance here for a hole-in-one. But this is definitely going to be a hole where a hole-in-one should be considered as a bonus, but with the shot we have definitely better chance than the others. Hole number 5, here we're going to play with Sniper 9 or better. Max backspin with the Sniper and 1 left spin. Looking at now the red ring to be by the rough line to the right, with the top of the white ring to be just where the fringe meets the green, and the ball guideline to go approximately half a green square left of pin. So 3 nice solid references to work with. Adjustment here now is going to be 1 to 1 plus 1.1, so we're going to play 8 rings for 6.9 miles per hour. I do recommend if you do have a wind above 8 miles per hour to change to a wind 4 ball. This, as we do want to try to control the wind strength that we are having, as we do want to fall down into the bunker the approximately same amount. 2 clicks of left curl in this angle, and obviously in the other angles it will be slightly different. Hole-in-one, this is a really good chance for a drop. Hole number 6, this is a tough par 3, mainly because it's very glitchy all around. But from the second tee here, we are now located so we can do a rough bump in a fairly nice way. We're gonna do 4.2 top spin, and we're gonna go 3 right spin. And we're gonna have the ball guideline, you can see here now, falling left side of the pin. So basically the right side of the ball guideline to rest at the pin. Now, we're going to play with a small 12-01 here as an adjustment, and the adjustment is medium distance, minus 10% elevation, P2 settings. In this angle, we're not going to do any tweaks whatsoever, we're just going to center the ball and hit perfect. Ball hits the rough, and we do have some speed here coming onto the green, but we're dropping it dead center for a lovely hole-in-one on one of the tougher par 3s that we do have in the World Tour 9-hole Cup. On hole number 7, Yamil Dunes, we're going to start at complete minimum distance with a power 5 side spin 1 ball, and we're going to set 1 left spin and 4.5 bar top spin. You can see we're finding min line with having the second bounce into the rough, and then the ball guideline to be through the hole. You're going to notice that I will eventually get there. So we're going to have the ball guideline through the hole. Once you have found that spot, you're going to switch to any, if you want to keep your power 5 side spin 1 wind 4 ball that you might be playing with, then you can keep that one. Otherwise you can play with any power ball here that do have wind 4 or wind 3 between 6 and 8 miles per hour, and obviously 1 left spin or more. Center the ball and hit perfect, and I've been testing hitting great left, great right, and obviously perfect. Perfect is an extremely good chance for a drop, whereof a great left will always clip the rough with the second bounce and give you a simple pot. If you do hit great right, you will miss the rough with the second bounce, but as the green is so long, the ball will stay on the fringe on the back, and that will still leave you a super simple wedge to secure the birdie. And I feel that that's not really a risk that we're taking, because that wedge is something we should make if we're playing expert, if we happen to hit great right off tee. But really good chance in my opinion here on hole 7. Hole number 8, Chiruba Springs. Here, if you play with Grizzly 9, start with a power 0 ball, preferably a Marlin that you have one side spin with, because then you can find complete max line. And that's going to be with the tip of the ball guideline to go centered into the bright green square, with the top of the white ring to be just by the sand line. So you could... yeah, I would recommend to turn the screen around to the side so you can see the white ring, and then you double check the ball guideline. Adjustment is max plus 15 power 3, and we're always going to use Grizzly 9 numbers in our app. When it comes to a Grizzly 7, 8 and Grizzly 6, if you have that, then you're going to have to start with either a power 1 ball or better, because you're going to have to start at the bottom of plus 3. Bounces on the fairway up towards the pin and dropping it dead center for a lovely hole-in-one here on hole number 8, Chiruba. On hole number 9, we're going to play on the left side, trying to catch the big funnel that is there. And the shot we have here has dropped with great right, perfect, great left will not drop. I'm not going to say that a great right is going to drop all the time, neither a perfect, because we obviously need to go and do everything spot on. But what we're going to do is we're going to go 3 right spin, 1 top spin, and we're going to go to be at the top of plus 6. Now the tricky part comes up here to try to find the ball guideline to fall the right side of the pin. Like you can see that. So ball guideline to be right side of the pin, and then adjustment is going to be max plus 15% elevation, P4 numbers. And when it comes to sniper level 9, you start at the top of plus 8, sniper level 7 and 8 start at max P3. So a P3 ball, I would say, is the ball to focus on here. No tweaks. We're just going to center the ball and hit perfect in this angle. We will be tweaking slightly in another angle, but it will only be 2 wind angle tweaks here on this par 3. Ball comes up that little hill and it catches the funnel, and it always feels like this ball is going to miss, but it's gonna drop more times than not if you've done everything correctly once again. So, nice little one here on hole number 9. Thank you so much everybody for watching this playthrough with the qualifying round wind here in Expert. A drop on every single hole. I love par 3s and I hope that showed as well. My goal is always to find simple adjustments that gives us a very good effect in terms of drop rate. If you have any questions, you can always comment in the comment section below. And also when it comes to getting the expert guide or the master guide, both are out. Scan the QR code here on the screen or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy. You have a link in the description down below as well. Thank you once again for watching. Good luck in your Golf Clash game.